Here we go, back to it. Look at that for a view there. That was a bit of a weird noise, wasn't it? Absolutely stunning. I didn't realise this looked like good. But then again, I never ever level here. Because it's the Southern Barrens and it's part of the Alliance side. So there's a good chance I might not have actually ever done these quests. We'll soon see once I go over here and start them. Right, and what dungeon are we going to be doing then? We can't do stockades. Is that the only one we've done? I think it is. Right, so select all and then take out stockades, find a group. What's he doing? It's a bit longer, the gap between this one and my normal videos, because I ended up going outside there. I put a little message in a group with only 3 of us. And I thought, right, I'll leave that and I'll start recording. But as I was recording, one of them rang me, saying that they were off into town. So they came to mine instead and we drank at mine and went out. It's one of those where part of the night was good, but was it worth it in the long run? Don't really know, because it makes me feel crap for ages. Can I get right to the Blackpool? Go on then. But the only thing is, because I didn't feel too good the next day, I forced myself to finish that Harry Potter video of why Hermione should end up with Harry, not Ron. So I did actually end up being pretty productive the next day, which you'd not normally when you're hungover. But what I tend to do now is if I go out, I force myself to be productive. Whether it's making loads of shorts, coming up with a script, actually doing a video, just making sure I get something done. So then I don't feel too bad for days after thinking, oh, I've wasted so much time. But other than that, there's some laughs during the day. But I wouldn't say it was the most fun I've ever had. Right, let's give these a good beating, shall we? I was just listening to the Chris Williamson Diary of the CEO podcast on YouTube. Am I a bit low there? I like Chris Williamson. I don't really listen to Diary of the CEO that much. I'm only listening to it because Chris Williamson's on it from the Modern Wisdom podcast. I find him interesting. Sort of your end of the year, start of the year type one that's chatting about like goals and goal setting. Whereas I've got my journal ready for the coming year. I didn't do one last year, I normally do. Not like a journal / diary where you're writing all your thoughts, more just ticking things off for the day type one. So my targets or my daily habits that I want to be doing is going to be working on videos and scripts every day. So I don't have to necessarily get the whole video done because that'd be mental, but as long as I'm putting a certain amount of time every day into doing at least something, then that's good enough. And then my second one would be reading, but that's sort of not take it and leave it, but as long as I'm doing the number one task, that's fine. And then that's number 2. Now you could say the gym's 3, but it's not really, because that's definitely going to happen. Other than that, I don't really know what goals I want to set that are in my control. Because one page I'm going to write down, I'll write it down at the end of tomorrow, how many subs each channel's got. And then each month I'll write it down and see what we've got at the end of the month. But I'm limited in control of that. Obviously I can put out content, but I can't increase the subs. All I can do is just make content. So I'm going to write down how many videos as well, I suppose I should do. Other than that, I'm never one of those ones who wants to read so many books, because then you're rushing through them, and I want to enjoy the books I read, so that's not really a target. So I'm not sure what else I want to do. Like for years I did say I wanted to have a kickboxing fight, but every time I've had that as a goal I keep getting injured, so I suppose the goal would just to get better. Granted, that's difficult to sort of measure. More something I can sort of tell by sparring, I guess. Like today, I've just not long finished the gym today, and I did 8 rounds on the bag, but because my wrist's still knackered, still can't use my right hand. So again, it was just stuff with my left, kicks with both legs, and then elbows with the right. Which, it's flowing a little bit better now, but still not ideal. Obviously, I'd like to throw some right straights and hooks to set up different combos. I have to think of what videos I'm doing next. I sort of have a rough idea. For the WoW channel, I'm decided to do that cinematic one of ranking all the cinematics. The first one I've put as my least favourite was Dragonflight, and the second one's The War Within. But the problem is, the modern WoW games have 2 trailers. They sort of have like an official one, and then like a launch one. I can't remember, there's 2 different names for it, along those lines. And it started in Legion, so it's like, oh damn. So which one am I going to class as the proper one then? So, well, I've gone for those at the moment. After that, I'm not sure. This is going to where it's going to become difficult to decide which trailers to go next. And the next Potter script is going to be why Draco Malfoy shouldn't be loved by the fandom. I'm quite looking forward to starting that one, because I've got a lot of reasons behind that. And then this, obviously we'll get this to max level, and then we'll go from there. I also need to do the Paladin on the PTR as well. Maybe Thursday, that's my day off. Don't even need that on my bars then. Good. So tomorrow at work, that's going to be rest day from the gym, so I can get straight home, straight to it. And then Thursday, obviously everyone's off work. It just happened to fall that would be my day off. So I should get a day in lieu as this, whether I'll get it. So Thursday, get up, go to the gym. Come back and I can have a whole day of making stuff. Which should be fun. Did I even queue? No. Idiot. Right. What does that go down to? That sounds naughty. Right, so we need to get down to that. Which one first? They both sound good, to be fair. Why is it not queuing me? You are queued for too many instances. Well, that's not fair. If I do... I wonder if it's just the green ones or not. Because why is it... But I don't get that, though. Like, on that one, there's all of them. You got a random. Like, does that mean that it's just the green ones, or what? Right, so Sunken Temple, Blackrock Depths, and that. We'll see. Because I need those to pop up. I can't have Stockades, because I've already done that, so we'd have to leave. Because I did say that we're only doing each one once. And I want to stick to it. It says there's a quest here. Yeah, there we go. I did my idea from the last video as well, where I went around Ashen Vale and took loads of screenshots, and then did that zoom in, zoom out thing, and then put it as shorts. I've done Ashen Vale, and I've done Tirisfal Glades. So I might do the Barrens after I've done this. I might fly around here and do it. Quite like that idea of doing that. Didn't get a crazy amount of views. It was only on a short. Each one got like 1,500, which is nothing really. But you just have to think about the process, don't we? So I'll create a whole playlist of every single zone, which will be fun because there's a lot in there. 6, 7. I'll do all the classic world first, and then I can go on to all the other ones, and we can get those ticked off, can't we? The only problem is though, when I did it, I almost forgot, is I'm taking pictures in the landscape. I must not say that right, sorry, in like a different resolution, like so it's like this, but then obviously a short narrows it down. So what I'm trying to get a picture of doesn't, you're not really getting the full image of it, so it doesn't look as good as it did to me when I took the picture. So that's not as good, but we work with what we can, because there's no point having it as a full-on video. It's just a sum for people to browse. You get those ambience channels that would be much better at doing it than I would. Arsenal game at 8:15. Villa at home. Tricky game, that. Hoping we do them. It's funny, I know I haven't mentioned this before as well, I chat about my channels too much. I actually chat more about it to nobody on here when I'm recording than I actually do to my mates. I can tell they just do not give a fuck if I ever bring it up, so it's almost like, what's even the point? But it's bad though, isn't it, when you can't even chat to what's supposed to be your mates about the things that you care about. That's why half the time I just keep myself to myself. I just find that I don't really actually get to chat about things I care about, so what's the point? I'm sure a lot of people feel that though. And then you end up just chatting bollocks. And you just come away from the conversation thinking, what was the point in that? That's not what the person that you want to be. Like, what did I hear someone say it once? Done about saying when you're with your mates, you shouldn't be reminiscing about the past, but you should be making plans for the future. Like projects that you're doing or activities that you want to do. You should never just be constantly just reminiscing about the things that you used to do. And I thought, that's a good point now. That does happen too often. That's one of the reasons I didn't mind COVID. Because I had no outside sources chatting to me. I never really look at the news. I was pretty much always in a good mood. Because I couldn't go to work. I didn't have people moaning at work, so when I got up, the only way I could get in a mood is if I annoyed myself. Which wouldn't really happen. Well, I annoy myself if I do something which I then later regret. There's a lot of good images around here to be taken, isn't there? Stuff like that. I won't do it now. I'll do all that later. We've got a good 4 hours before the Arsenal game, so we can get some bits and bobs done, can't we? Stomach's rumbling a bit. We get out to eat. Oh, I forgot blooming water, didn't I, when I went to the gym? Got there. I was like, oh, nice one. Forgot my juice. So doing the gym work or cardio without water added to it even more. You got this one-handed bandit on the bag with nothing to hydrate himself. I have all the exercises to be doing as well. I was actually pretty happy the fact that I managed to get through it. I was just going to go and do bike, but when I was at work, I was like, nah, go and do bag. I mean, at the end of the day, the only reason I'm doing like stuff on the bike and the cross trainer is to get better for MMA, so it's not a lot really beats actually doing bag work. The only thing is, you can't go 100% all the time. Especially me with one arm, but you can on the bike, obviously, give 100%. Right, what have we got to kill here? What's going on? I wonder if they've changed it on the PTR now, the leveling. Right, so we can level a bit quicker. We'll find out soon. I'll get back to that one at some point. I'm only drinking fizzy drinks just because I'm starving. I didn't want to get some food before this because I didn't want to feel lethargic. So I thought that'll tide me over. What have I had to eat today? Matcha tea for breakfast. Well, that wasn't for breakfast. That was just for my tablets to go down. I tried to sort of fast because I had quite a few big chicken wraps last night that I made. I had that at 6. I thought I'll try and fast for ages, so I didn't eat today till about 12, which was a chicken tikka baguette.
Safe travels.
Then I had a protein shake. I think that's it. Oh no, I had a bag of crisps at my dad's house. Other than that, I'm not eating. That's definitely not enough, is it? When I've been postman for a job. Been dead the last 2 days. Been quite nice.
How are you?
And tomorrow, because it's New Year's Eve, for whatever reason, we need to get the collections back before 3. Don't know why. Even though our finishing time is 3:45, so it means I can go early, hopefully. So I should be starting to record this if I can go at 3. Round about now, actually. Maybe a little slightly earlier. What's this? Terratooth hide. I might try a different time for releasing shorts. Don't think 12 o'clock's as good as it. Well, not as it could be. I just don't think it's good. I think I need to swap it up. I think 6 o'clock would be better. At what time are people going to be lounging about? It's going to be then, isn't it? Then and later on. I bought the journal to keep monitoring stuff. Then I've also bought a calendar, like a paper one where you can just tear off each month. And then on that, which I've got on my desk over there, I'm going to write down every video so I can look at the schedule and think, right, I need a video out then. I'd just like to be able to see it. Ideally, I need to come up with something I love doing which can make money. But it's what is the thing. It's what we all want, don't we? A purpose that's fun that also provides money. That's called the Ikigai, I think, where you've got those overlapping circles. Like, what do people want? What are you good at? What else is there? I can't remember, but there's overlapping things. You have to like put it in each one and see whatever's like in the middle one. That's the Ikigai. There's a little book for that, a Japanese one. It's quite good, to be fair. What do we want here? I think some of these might be new. Every 15 seconds, your next rising sun, kick off with a Friday away with chi and flush your friends. Oh. Right. I don't want a move, I want a passive one. So I might go with that. Unless these tickle my fancy. That one ain't. No. What am I doing here? Right, crates. So this should heal me, I think. Am I getting healed? Don't think so. Oh, I need to make some more bag space. Nope, not that.
May I be of service?
Let's put some items on. How's that better? That's got agility stamina. That's got stamina dodge, but 2 more. I don't understand how that would be better than that. I'll just leave it. And surely that's stuff ain't going to sell. That's mental. 6,000, no chance. Got all those appearances down the bottom left. Got quite a few there. Always nice to collect those. Even though I'll probably never use half of them. I should have really carried on with the Legion remix just to get more sets. I didn't do it as much as I was going to. I just got bored. It's just so repetitive. and not some things are fun and can be repetitive. You don't mind doing them. Say like Alterac Valley. That's quite a nice image. Quite a lot of good ones, isn't there? I'd just like to see it in the classic world though, this sort of view distance, but with their graphics as well. It's a shame there's not a toggle system. Sort of like on Monkey Island. Now I doubt many people will have played that, but that has a toggle system. Because it came out years ago when I was a kid. And it had like, I don't know what pixel it'd be, like a couple of pixels for the graphics, and then they brought the game out again but updated it, cleaned it up, and you could swap between the graphics by pressing like F9 or something. It was a good game that, especially for a kid to play, because it got you thinking. It'd like use this with that, pick up this, which is good for obviously a child to think, what would I use this with? Like problem solving. Definitely they're the best games for kids, problem solving ones. Get your brain working. Then again, what use did that do me? Huh? This place is... I do not recognise these quests at all. I don't even recognise where we are at all this. This, to me, is almost like one of the zones from the new expansion. Are we actually going to get to do a dungeon? Looks like my plan might not come to fruition. Good little plan that as well, I thought. One dungeon, one zone. One finger, one thumb, keep moving. One finger, one thumb, keep moving. Us. Look how different these animals look. I still need to think of how I can use that Diablo trail. I don't know. I'm obsessed with it. I just love the cinematics for Diablo. I just wish they had a game that was like this for it. I don't mind the Diablo game. Like, I finished 3 and 4. I played the other ones when I was a kid. Whether I finished them, I don't know. Probably would have done, especially as a child. I'd imagine I would. You just have an infinite amount of time, don't you? But yeah, 3 and 4, I've played them both, finished them. 3 I used to play a little bit at the end, like the end game. 4 didn't even bother, just wasn't interested, just wanted to play the story. But I'd love to play a Diablo MMO like this. I always wanted a Lord of the Rings one, didn't I? But that's not going to happen, sadly. Looks like they're going to do a Hogwarts Legacy style one. Which again, it'll be good, hopefully. I'll play it. I really enjoyed Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War. They were good games. I finished that on my channel, Shep mode. Not played that for ages. I played Shadow of Mordor, Final Fantasy VII, the old one and the new one, but I didn't finish either. I should have done.
What can I do for you?
And Doki Doki Literature Club. A couple of demos. I didn't really do that much on it. I like the idea of playing new games and uploading them all, but it's probably better just to double down on WoW, isn't it? Cheaper than buying games all the time. And then it's also the finding the sound settings and everything for it all. Each game has a different setting, so then you have to listen, record it. Does that work? Is it too loud? Corporal Tegan.
Go with honor, friend. For the Alliance. Light bless you.
Ding.
Go with honor, friend.
Haven't leveled much, have we? 3 maybe?
Watch your
Hello.
Hello.
Safe travels.
I always say that. I can't. I need to stop doing that. What's this? The back out kick also affects your next back out. The next greater damage your next one. Yeah, 350%. That's mental. That sounds good. Invoke during. I quite like that one. Right, what are we doing then? Unusual flower bud. Alright, buddy. That's nuts, that. Does that do it after every one? No. Just occasionally. Your next back out kick strikes an additional time. Your next rising kick off Vivify releases a chi wave under its target. Ah, I get it now. So if I use Vivify on myself, that should also heal me for that. Don't think it did. Alright. Fair enough then. Maybe I have to do it to somebody else. It's a nice thought while it lasted. I can see that coming in handy, that little attack where it sometimes procs. Say if you're in arena, you pop all your trinkets and all of a sudden things like that pop off. Pure luck like. But arena's crazy in this. I've not played it for ages. Were you gonna get a dungeon or what? Should have picked a tank spec, shouldn't I? And then just done them ourselves. So as a thought for the future. I mean, I could just change talents, but I don't know how to play it and don't know what they are, so fancy doing that. Wonder if I can bet tonight. Let's have a little quick check. I can't remember when I could deposit again. Log in. I think I can. Might get some decent odds today. There's more games than I thought. We're not the only one. Deposit. Yeah, I can. Only a tenner. Let's have a look what's on today. Arsenal Villa at 5:15. They're 11-2. That's decent odds, seems as though they beat us a week or so ago. Chelsea Bournemouth. Man U Wolves. Nottingham Forest Everton. Burnley Newcastle. West Ham Brighton. So you'd think Arsenal, Chelsea, Man U Wolves. Forest Everton's a dodgy one. I could go either way. Burnley Newcastle. Newcastle away form's dreadful, but again, they could win. West Ham Brighton. I could go either way, that. If I had to pick Forest Everton, maybe Forest because Everton are missing players. If I had to pick West Ham Brighton, I'd maybe go Brighton. That's only 16-1. Not worth it. Difficult, quite hard to pick these days. You need to check who's injured and who's banned because you need a massive squad. Like 1 or 2 players missing can cause a huge difference. I'd look at us without Gabriel, the centre back.
Alone be with you. Good luck, friend.
This place has loads of quests.
I've been expecting you. Ancestors watch.
No messing about, is there? Still no tank or healer. Thing is, everyone else is just going to agree to do the other dungeons from different zones, different expansions, whereas I just want to do them from this one. Why has he got that thing around him? Flush with uncontrolled power from deep within the earth. Well, that's handy, isn't it? For him. Not handy for me to stack on him. Getting a little bit further on Stranger Things now. not long done the episode where the copper tries to escape from the Russian prison and he gets caught and sent back. That would have to be one of the worst feelings in the world, that. Where if you've been captured and getting tortured and in prison, and then you think you've got escapes, you think you're safe, and then you get caught again. Oh, that'd be a difficult one to recover from. Can we finally get back to MMA next week with my week off? I think my instructor should be back from Thailand anytime soon. Granted, it's going to be weird doing it with one arm, but hopefully one day I can use this one again. Not anytime soon, by how it feels. Like, even that hurts down here. So I mean, just twisting it hurts. You can imagine what it's like when I've actually hit something. Oh, we have to go across here. I wonder if that'll work. Yeah. That's a yes. Whee! And can I get you? I can. Decent range on that. Wouldn't mind playing a little demon on there. We're going to have to just bite the bullet and do that zone, which I don't like, aren't we? At some point. Then again, should maybe save a couple of characters for when Midnight comes out and just start them fresh then. Because I don't really like the idea of having like a character that's level 80, but then that's episode 1 of the series. It just doesn't feel right to me. I'd like it to be level 1. But that will happen at some point anyway. We'll level like a paladin from max level to, well, from what was max level to max level in the Midnight. Not long to wait. March the 2nd. Not long till TBC pre-patch. 2 weeks. 2 weeks tomorrow. Not really done much on the Warlock. Just takes too long. I just get bored. Where are these adders? Can't seem to see them. Hello. Hush. What if I do? I'll stand him in there. Nothing. Can't see them. I wonder if they've got them. Has he got in his hand? I can't see. I'll kill it and see. No, it doesn't say anything about an adder, does it? I've had enough of this jungle. Don't blame you. Of course, go back to that person. I can't see any. It's weird how they've got time walking as Legion when they've got Legion Remix going on. Seems a bit silly to me. But it could be on a loop.
Hello.
So maybe that's why.
Watch over you. Till next we meet.
Peace, friend. We shall meet again.
Outgrow slain, squirming heart. Is that a specific person? I'll look on the mini map, see if something pops up. It sounds like one of them just drops it. What on earth am I doing? Why has that just popped up? Fair enough. What the hell? I wasn't... That was friendly a second ago and all of a sudden just decides to whip me. Wasn't very nice, was it? Don't really know what to make of this zone. It doesn't have the classic feel to it. I'll say that. Doesn't even feel like a Cataclysm zone, though. I don't know whether it was like this in Cata or not. It feels... It'll have to be like this in Cata, though, because I picked the Cata expansion. But it feels different. Like, literally like a modern expansion zone. Difficult to explain why, though. I don't know whether it's because it's... What the f... Ah. Fair enough. We might die again here. I might have got too close. Oh, crap. Of all the things to get away, that has to be one of the best. Who's after us? Can't see. Don't know whether you can do it with the flag in Warson Gulch. If I had to guess, I would say no. Because it would be mentally overpowered, that. We never get in a dungeon then. Nah, don't look like it. Oh well. At least we got to experience not even that much of the Barrens, really. So many quests, we've only done a little bit. But still, we'll have to move on for the next episode. To where? I'm not sure. I will just see what I feel like as I'm about to hit record. Actually, I thought I'd best not record on this, actually. Because if I'm flying around here getting pictures, I've not discovered the whole map. So I'll get XP for discovering places. So I best do it on something else. I need to find like one day where I just go around and just blast it. Record all the zones. But what my aim is when I release a video, do shorts of the video. But if I haven't got any of those, then release these zone videos. Ishnu Allah.
May the stars guide you. Be careful.
Heal the nightmare scar. Ah, there we go. Wonder what this was for, don't I? Is he coming or what? There you are.
What brings you here?
Right, let's get to it, lad. Let's get to it. Oh, my PvP's on. Oh. That's such a naughty little move, that. So strong. That was easy, wasn't it? Right, what talent are we off with? Not really that bothered by that. Be good for arena, but for leveling, doesn't really matter. come in handy.
Can I assist you? Be careful.
What level does mine go to? Requires level 1 to 34, level 28, yeah. So how is that better than mine? Why is mine so poor?
May the stars guide you.
This doesn't seem right. What we got now? Oh, there's those adders that I couldn't find. Right, we'll leave it because we spent all our time there. It's getting boring, isn't it? Doesn't even feel like Barrens. This bit does. That bit doesn't. This is what we used to. Let's have a look at this place. Camp Torjo, I've been out to. Is it all burnt up now then? There we go. Little gate to Mulgore. Quite like that addition. Pretty surprised there's no guards on the gate though. I think there would be. There normally is when you've got a wall or a gate stopping people from getting in, isn't there? I like the idea of the world changing throughout the expansion. Slowly though. Just the Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor as well. Get rid of all the other zones. I did think about doing a video on that, but I just couldn't think of good enough reasons as to why all the other zones would explode or disappear, but not these two. It'd have to be pretty odd.
King's honor, friend.
Take the Horn of Challenge to the Bristleback Challenge Ring.
Be careful. Light be with you. Light bless you. Go with honor, friend, for the Alliance.
Let's see what he says about
Be careful.
that. What happened there? Ah, yes, I was in the hard town of Tarajo. Don't you pronounce that? I struggled with the implication of the decision.
Go with honor, friend.
Fair enough. That's what he felt they needed to do. Then why not? I mean, they did blow up Theramore and burn Teldrassil down. I think the Alliance ever got them back in any way, did they? I mean, the Undercity was destroyed, but that was destroyed by Sylvanas. Right, come on then. I mean, for the situation like this, I could just use Touch of Death, but it's cheating, isn't it? Right, we'll build that up until that's gone. Oh, hello. Easy mode. Easy mode. Right, we'll get rid of that quest. Add it. What we have to hear? Desolation Grunt. It's weird the Alliance having a foothold in the Barrens. Such a strong one as well. After it being a predominantly hard place. Apart from the Alliance could go to Ratchet, but there wasn't barely any quests for him. There's loads for the Horde. Oh, bloody hell. That meant to be a wall. Is he taking the piss? What sort of wall is that? It wouldn't even be good to stop like horses are out because they just jump over that. Oops, why the fucking hell am I hating that lad? Click on myself. Vivify. Then again, I'm supposed to use Soothing Mist, then Vivify, aren't I? Does it instantly then? Few sneaky little chicken wraps again after this, I think. Got some fish in the fridge. Well, not in the freezer, sorry. I could maybe have that later on, see how I feel. See how peckish I get. Forward camp. I know it's successful. I was there, kids. I was there.
Be careful.
I was there when Gondor fell.
Light bless you.
Get rid of the stamina dodge one. We don't need to dodge, do we? We'll just go, ooh, I'll have that. Get rid of all this. I don't see. I know that's better, but I'll forget. So I don't want to equip it because that one obviously gets upgraded until level 34. Whereas if I put that on, I could just completely forget, and it'll be on for ages. Speak quickly. Right, what's this deviate? Was it Crone? We haven't seen one person level him. Uh-oh. What the? Merciless Jungle Vine. Did that. Easy work, wasn't it? You flicked a fine vine to leaf me. That's a weird title. This is the break, look, between the Southern Barrens and the Northern Barrens. The Great Divide, it's called.
King's honor, friend, for the Alliance. Light bless you. Be
Yeah,
careful.
see, I've not done most of these. Do, 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 do. Are we going to get a sneaky little level up? Move!
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
No, not from one like that. Baron's Lion Slain. We got. That was a decent little leap, wasn't it? Ah, sorry, Mr. Gazelle. I didn't mean to kill you. Every now and again I go to skin stuff. I'm so used to doing it on like so many different characters. Does that take a lot off? Reasonable. Ooh, that was a naughty little one, wasn't it? Right, go hand that in, and that should ding us. And then we'll call it there, I think, for the day. And then I can go and get some food. I should hopefully be back to this tomorrow. All going well. Ta-da! What are we going? What are we going? Oh, we don't need that quest. We'll go with that, because hopefully next time we'll actually get a dungeon. But we just don't know, do we? And I'll have to see which zone. Dustwall and Marsh. That's destroyed though, isn't it? But then again, there's loads of quests there, so maybe it's not. Cataclysm. No, that got destroyed in... Must have been Mr. Pandaria. That's when Garrosh was in charge. Right, because it could be to Swallow Marsh next time. We shall see.